Can I get a venti iced chai tea latte with oat milk light ice?
Yeah, absolutely. What else for you?
That's it. Hi.
Good morning. How are we doing today?
Doing great. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic.
Thank
Even
you.
better now that you brought a puppy. Great.
Thank you. You too. Cheers, you guys. Perfect first day back to work. Sweet girl. What do you think? This is gonna be home for the next few days. Are you cool with that? She's not cool with it. She's not. I know you were looking over here. Do you want to try to go upstairs? Come over here. Oh man, this place is so cool. Hey, hi though. What's up? I've missed you guys. We have a lot to catch up on. But first things first, yeah, no, I'm staying in this super sweet Airbnb. Why? Well, you guys will actually find out in a YouTube video here soon, but I had to vacate my house for a little, and I was like, you know what? This is absolutely perfect for my first day back to work, my first week back to work. Why not book a sweet spot that I can create content in, that I can just like brainstorm and be totally removed from my own space, and just like hopefully this will bring in a fresh new year worth of content. And this place is super cute. Do you guys want to see it? Like quick, very, very quick tour. Starting in the front, this is actually the front of the building, front door, but you exit or you enter and exit through the back, and I'll share that with you guys. But this cute little area, these huge windows, which is so nice. And then up these stairs is a little loft area, and there's just a bed up there. I'm not gonna walk you up there because it is pretty tight. We've got a bed here, another sleeping arrangement. This can also be turned into a bed, another sleeping arrangement. Then we have got couches, chill, hangout area. I've got my paint by numbers that I've been doing. They've got a projector, so this wall you project onto, and then that's like the TV, which is pretty sweet in my opinion. Okay, another sweet thing, look at their record collection. This is so nice, so organized, by the way. And I'm just very shocked that someone has it in an Airbnb. Like, that's a lot of trust that you are instilling on other people. But love it. They got this cute little area right here. Games over here. We've got a table. We've got live plants. I am obviously eyeing up this camera right here. Oh my gosh. I need it. I want it. I need it. But if we proceed this way down the hall, okay, they've got this right here with more antique cameras. Like, give me all of them. Even though I've got this one, I've got that one, I've got that one, but I don't have like a few of these. Then we go into the bathroom. Hey, hi. It's very nice, very large. And this bathtub, I brought bubble bath so I could take a bath here. I am very excited about that. And then if we go around, there's my car. So this is where you enter. And then this is the kitchen area. Now I read the reviews that said this is not a fully equipped kitchen, and I knew that. So staying here for a couple of days isn't gonna be the greatest. I saw that they had a hot burner, so I was like, maybe, but I don't really know how much cooking I'm actually gonna do while I'm here. But very, very cute little pass through, and we are back to the main living space. I'm hoping that if I sit down on this couch with our blanket, come here. I always travel with this blanket and then Fancy's blanket, just so Fancy feels a sense of home, but she's not really into it right now. So, hey, hi, what's up, you guys? For one, my voice, yeah. So there's a lot that you guys missed. One of the things you missed is I did end up getting COVID. Not fun. I was down and out for the count. But, you know, so many people have it way worse than me, have had it way worse than me, and I am just like so grateful that I was able to quarantine in my home and do what I needed to do. I am way past the quarantine phase. I am totally negative. I am over COVID. My voice just hasn't come back yet. It's just, it is what it is. So I am, don't worry, I'm like COVID free. I would not be here if I was not COVID free. I ended up taking the whole month off of YouTube, but not only YouTube, just like my brand in general. And my thought at the end of Vlogmas, like the last video I shared with you guys, I was like, I'm gonna still take a little bit of a break on Instagram, and then I'll probably come back on Instagram stories first, and then I'll come back on this vlog channel, and then I'll come back on my Cathrin Manning channel. I was like a week into my break, and I was like, no, you cannot come back early. You shouldn't go back early. And then even it was at the point where I was like, okay, you know what? Let's like actually do a little bit of work on my brand. Let's try to figure out what my videos are going to be when I come back and like what the whole comeback's going to look like. And I got COVID. So the universe was just like, no, girl, sit your ass down. You are not doing any work. You are taking this break to the full extent of this break. And I like went into it and I was like, okay, I'm gonna work on my rebrand. I'm gonna try to just like refigure out what the heck I wanna do with my brand. And I'm gonna work on my book and take a break and actually do some stuff in my personal life, which I did get a ton of stuff done in my personal life, which was so important and so needed. I'm so glad that I did. But the second I was like, okay, you know what? Let's do like some work. The universe was like, no. You know, I'm good now and I am ready to get back to work. It is February 1st and I am so glad, but I feel so weird because I don't know how to explain to you guys not only like what happened over my break, but also just like where I'm at now and where my brand is going to go in the future. Should we start with how I spent January? So let's go back even farther than that. Back to 2019. When my brand first started to grow. So my brand first started to grow in October of 2019. I remember specifically because I was speaking at a conference, and I remember at that conference I had lunch with a girl and I was talking to her about my brand and whatever else, and I was like, you know, I'm just at the point where my brand just needs to blow up. I was like, I've got everything in place. I've been doing all the work. I'm just at the point where my brand needs to blow up. And I also remember I filmed an IGTV, and in that IGTV I was making my vision board, and I said that I'm putting YouTube on here because I know YouTube, I want it to be a big focus of my brand, and I know that like big growth can happen there. And then it skyrocketed. And a lot of you guys have been here to see my YouTube channel grow the way that it did. And it just like kind of took me over. And I don't know, I think a lot of people think that they want to go viral, but the second you go viral, there's a lot of downsides to it, and I totally lost myself in not only the growth of my brand, but then going through stuff in my personal life and having a little bit of an identity crisis of trying to figure out who the heck I am without a person that I had been in a relationship with for 7.5 years, and then also trying to work through all of the trauma and shit that I went through in that relationship, and then started writing a book, which then had to re-dig up things within that relationship and just like my past in general. And I ended up getting to a point at the middle to end of 2021, I would say the second half of the year, where I was extremely depressed. I've never shared this with you guys before, but I've definitely been suicidal before. And it didn't really hit me until it was the end of the year. And I was about to go into my lake vacation with my sister and brother-in-law for the new year. We always get together and we talk about goals and like what we want to do for the new year. And I looked at my 3 to 5 year goals that I set the year previously. And I just said to myself, I don't even know if I'll be here in 5 years. And that's like when it really hit me. I was like, oh my gosh, girl, like you are not doing good, and like what's the point of all the work that you're doing? What's the point of the hustle that you're really in right now if you're putting yourself to the point where you don't even think you're gonna be here in 5 years? And yeah, I went into that lake vacation with my sister and my brother-in-law, and I just like had a total breakdown to them, and I was just like, you know, 2021 really sucked. And I didn't necessarily mean that it sucked. Like, there were so many good things in 2021, but 2020 was the year where my life really crumbled, and I felt like everyone else around me, I mean, 2020, oh my gosh, like COVID hit, like the pandemic, everything else, but I felt like my friends and my family, like they were doing good. Everyone was healthy and safe, and like I like felt like everyone else was doing good. And then everything that happened in my personal life, I just felt like I was the one that had shit going on, and I do so much better when I'm the one that has shit going on compared to when my loved ones have shit that's going on. So in 2021, I didn't have a lot of shit going on, as I'll say, but my loved ones did, and it took a huge toll on me because I didn't know how I fit into that equation. Like, I am a 2, I'm a helper. I am so much a caregiver that if anything ever happens, I'm like, I will drop my whole entire world and I will be there for you. And like, That's just who I am. Like, I care so deeply for those around me, and I would just give my soul to make them okay. And I did that in a sense last year to a point of breaking myself. So I was at this like vacation with my sister and brother-in-law for the new year, and my sister looked at me and she was like, okay, so if 2020 sucked for you, and if 2021 sucked for you, what is it going to take for 2022 not to suck for you? And it just comes down to like, I need to live my life for myself. In my past relationship, I lived my life 100% for him. And then in 2021, because I didn't like have him, I didn't have a relationship to pour myself into, I ended up giving so much of my life to family and friends. And, oh, there's a train. I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to hear that train, but I just kind of want to keep talking to you because I feel like I'm just like on a good roll right now. So 2022, I was like, I need to focus on myself. I can't give so much of myself to other people. And my word, what I thought my word was going to be for 2022 was align and flow. Because I felt like my life was really out of alignment. I felt like I was out of alignment, and I felt like I wasn't just like going with the flow. I felt like I was not necessarily forcing things, but like I didn't feel balanced, and I didn't feel in the flow, and I felt like my brand was totally unaligned. And if you guys watched the vlogs during Vlogmas, I shared so much of that, and oh man. So my sister looked at me and she was like, girl, like F that word. And she was like, your word needs to be selfish. She was like, you need to focus on you. You need to be selfish as fuck. And selfish isn't a bad thing, but the more I am selfish and the more I pour into myself, the more I'm going to be able to pour into others as I want to. I just need to take a step back and I need to friggin' focus on myself. So I obviously set some goals for myself for the new year, which I'm going to share in a video coming up. I actually didn't even did I bring my journal with me? I don't think I did. So I made a list of goals for myself as well as a list of selfish acts that I need to do. And I actually have more selfish acts compared to my list of goals for this year. And I'm just going to pour a lot into myself. So January was obviously a lot of pouring into myself. It was taking a step back and just figuring out who the heck I am without a camera in my face, without my phone in my face, and without creating content. And I watched a video by Peter McKinnon, and the end of the video, I actually want to listen to it back right now because what he said was so dang good. And I just like, if any of you need to hear this message, if any of you guys have had like similar growth to what I've had, or if you've grown really quickly and you feel like you've just lost track of your content, whatever else, like you need to hear this. So let me get my phone, hold on.
The things that motivated you in the first place to start a channel or start your creative journey, whatever that is, you were pumped enough to just on your own vocation pick up a camera or pick up whatever instrument that you use to make something, and it got you to a certain place. But once you got to that place, you start to get influenced from the outside. And then when you take influence from the outside and that replaces what you initially had that got you started, then the path changes and it usually forks into a direction that doesn't help. That doesn't make things easy, because that path is not the path you should be on. You should be continuing down the path that got you started in the first place.
If you guys did watch Vlogmas, I talked about how I just like felt like I hit a fork in the road. I feel like I've hit this like fork in a road and I'm like refusing to go one direction that I know I need to go, and I'm just like stopped. And that's how I felt for like a really, really long time. The reality is like exactly what Peter said. Is my YouTube channel took off and I started to have a lot of opinions, a lot of voices, and just like a lot of influence from other people that really determined the direction that my Cathrin Manning channel went. And it got to a point where at the end of last year, I just hit a head where I knew it wasn't working anymore, and I knew that that channel, it turned into something that I almost despised. It was something that I just like, I didn't love anymore. I didn't have a passion for it anymore. And it's because I let it become something that wasn't me. I let it be so influenced by outside voices, by people that didn't even know me, like people that just stumbled on my YouTube channel once that just like wanted to voice their opinion, that I lost sight of why I even started that YouTube channel. And I lost sight of my big purpose with my whole brand in general. And I knew that something had to change. I just had to like really figure out what is the direction that I wanted to go. And I ended up talking to my sister and brother-in-law, as I always do. They're like my therapists. They're freaking amazing. But they're just like the best support group, you know? If you don't have a good support group around you, you need to find a good support group. But my sister said something that just really stood out to me. I was talking to her about having an identity crisis and how I like my Cathrin Manning Vlogs channel better than my Cathrin Manning channel, and how like I've just like kind of lost sight, and how can I make it make sense, and how can I merge it all together, and like what can I do, all this stuff. And my sister was like, you know, I like your Cathrin Manning Vlogs channel better than your Cathrin Manning channel. For one, she's not trying to grow a YouTube channel, so like obviously it makes sense. The most important thing that she said was the people that are watching the vlogs are the people that are buying my merch. The people that are watching the vlogs are my real core audience. And I stopped creating content for that core audience. And it was funny because I had never shared my analytics up until that point of how the merch was doing. I never told her like what the sales were like, whatever. But honestly, guys, like when I dropped my merch, I dropped it on Instagram because that's my least, it's not my least engaged audience, but it's my smallest audience. And I thought if I dropped over there first, then I would have some sales trickle in and I could work out the kinks and whatever else. And then I could drop it on my main channel and then like more sales and stuff would flood in. But the reality is all the people that wanted to buy my merch, that wanted to support me in that way, that wanted to have merch in general, are following me on Instagram. My largest amount of sales came from when I dropped it on Instagram. And then I ended up dropping a video on my vlog channel. Second most amount of sales came from that. And then I got legitimately 3 sales from when I dropped it on my main channel. I'm currently editing this and realizing that I did not finish my train of thought here, and this really does not make any sense unless I wrap it up. So basically, I had to really think about the future of my brand and the direction that I'm going. And with writing my book right now, and that's gonna like come out this year, and then wanting to host events and retreats and stuff in the future, that future big picture direction of my brand, who is that catered towards? Like, who is going to buy my book and who is going to come to this event and stuff? And the reality is, it's that core audience. It's the people that watch this Cathrin Manning channel and the vlog channel and are following me on Instagram. Like, it is that audience. And I just felt like I was letting them down. Like, and if that's going to be the future direction of my brand, and I know that's the future direction of my brand, then I just need to dive further into that. Like I need to, and I don't know if this is making sense, but it's just like, it's all about the future and the right audience for that future. Does that make sense? She ended up saying something else as well that was like, you need to stop calling your Cathrin Manning channel your main channel. You need to stop saying it's like your main focus. And I've gotten these DMs before from people being like, it's so funny you call it your main channel, but like, I care more about your vlogs, or I don't think it's your main channel. It's just like funny that you call it that. And I ended up calling it that just because that's like the old YouTuber way of things. It's like a main channel and a vlog channel. And if we go way far back, I'm explaining far too much here. If you guys have been following me for a really, really long time, I used to get questions about would I ever start a vlog channel? And I always said no. I was like, my Cathrin Manning channel, I changed from the content bug to Cathrin Manning because as I grow and evolve, this channel is going to grow and evolve with me. And if I start a vlog channel, I knew that I would be stuck to one set form of content, and then the vlog channel would grow and evolve with me. And that's exactly what ended up happening. And the reason I ended up creating the vlog channel is because I was creating it with someone else. And then when he told me he cheated on me, I was like, oh my gosh, well, I need to keep this facade up because I don't want questions about what's going on in our relationship. I just want to deal with this personally and figure it out all on my own. So then I kept posting to the vlog channel, and then the vlog channel became my outlet for creativity because I felt like I couldn't do that on my main channel. And now here I am at the point where, bear with me here, I'm taking back my Cathrin Manning channel. I'm taking it back. I am not letting outside influences continue to determine the content and what I share on this channel. This channel is no longer going to be just a YouTube tips channel. And I never saw my channel as a YouTube tips channel. I didn't. And I would talk to other creators and they would be like, no, you're not a YouTube tips channel. Like, you share so much more. Like, you're not the normal mold of a YouTube tips channel. And that's the way I always saw myself. But I feel like I put myself in this box that I know I've shared this with you guys before, but I put myself too much into this niche that I felt like I couldn't branch out from it, because the second you branch out from it, the algorithm doesn't like you as much, your views dip and stuff. And I was slowly trying to transition my content in 2021, still focused on creators, but even sharing like Amazon favorites. It was still focused towards creators, like Amazon favorites for creators, but it wasn't like how to grow on YouTube, whatever else. And yeah, my views dipped a lot, but honestly, I had more fun with my content, but it wasn't enough of a change for me to truly, truly love this channel again. And that's why when it came to a head at the end of last year, I just almost like felt so much resentment, but I don't even know if resentment's the right word, towards this channel. I just didn't love it anymore. And I felt so much love for the content that I was creating on Instagram and the content that I was creating on my vlog channel and the connection that I had with my vlog channel audience and people on Instagram compared to this channel. Like, I created the rule of only responding to comments the first half hour a video went live because my YouTube channel grew so much that I had people that had never seen me before come in and just leave like really, really nasty, terrible comments. And I'm not putting up with that shit anymore. And I'm taking this channel back. So here's like my plan, my strategy. I know I've been talking forever here. I am no longer going to be uploading on my Cathrin Manning Vlogs channel. Oh, I know. I ended up getting my nails done. I'm a nails person now. I ended up getting my nails done with Cameron Monet, and she was asking me, she was like, so like, how's your break going? Like, what's going on? You haven't posted anything. I keep like snooping, seeing if you posted anything. And I was like, so here's where I'm at. I'm not going to post anything. Like, I'm not even going to start working until February 1st. But also I was like, I'm dropping my vlog channel. And she looked at me and she was like, I did not see that coming. And I don't think a lot of people are going to see this coming. It's just like what I know I have to do. My Cathrin Manning channel is now going to encompass everything Cathrin Manning. It's just going to be me. And that's like what my brand is just me. And really, like, the more I thought about it, I was like, okay, I'm getting my website redesigned this year, which is, oh gosh, I'm so excited for it. That is not just going to include just YouTube. Like, it's going to include my house projects and stuff that I'm doing. It's going to include just like plants and personal development and books and whatever else like sparks my interest, like gardening, if I can make my garden freaking work this year. You know, it's just gonna include a bunch of different things that encompass me. And having this Cathrin Manning channel not flow directly into that website, to not flow directly into my Instagram, it just like doesn't make sense. And it felt like I was running two separate brands, and I explained that at the end of Vlogmas, because my one brand was like YouTube tips, but like not YouTube tips, but still YouTube tips. And then my other brand was just me. And I need to find a way to make it work. So this is taking me far too long to explain. This channel, okay, is going to be me. I'm going to share whatever the heck I want to share. If I want to upload a vlog, I'm going to upload a vlog. If I want to share how much money I made on YouTube, I'm going to share how much money I made on YouTube. If I want to share my analytics, I'm going to share my analytics. If I want to talk about gardening or house projects and renovations and things, I'm going to do that. And as I move more so into real estate and I buy a second property, potentially at the end of this year, start of next year is where I'm at with that right now, I want to share that whole process with you guys, and I want to share that journey. And I just, my brand, my like mission, my statement, my motto, my whatever, my purpose with my brand has always been create a life you love, doing what you love. And I think I focused so much on the second half of doing what you love that I lost focus of just sharing how to create a life you love. And the life I'm living now, I never really dreamed it was possible. And I just like, I worked my ass off to get here. And I made small changes, and I moved, and I like focused more on my skin. I know it's not perfect, but guys, this is way better than what it was at the end of Vlogmas. I'm learning to like heal myself with food and just my career and like everything else. Like, I have really been able to transform my life. And I got a DM, when was it? I think it was in Vlogmas actually, that really just like fully encompassed like what I want to do and the impact that I want to make. But someone, I wonder if I can find that DM. It was so good. Hold on. I'm not going to share who this is from, but just like, know if you're watching this, like this like really touched me, and it just like came to me at the right point when I really needed it the most. So it says, I just wanted you to know that I've had the worst years of my life between now and May 2020 with no real end in sight. And I say that to say, I don't even follow you for your content as much as I do for you, for your personality and your create the life you love mentality. I found you back in the day when you made a YouTube video about Pinterest because I was starting a blog. I haven't been able to be consistent because my life exploded shortly after and hasn't really stopped long enough. And I have never been brave enough to try to figure out how to edit videos. So even though I do find tips helpful for blogging, on Instagram, you have dramatically changed my outlook on life just by being you. And that's like all I want to do. Is I want to make a positive impact on people's lives. I want to share with you guys how I've been able to create this life for myself, and I just want to walk you through my day-to-day and hopefully make a positive impact, hopefully help you guys to make the change that you need to make, whether it is leaving a toxic relationship, whether it is like learning how to be single, home ownership, creating a space that you love that feels like just like homey to you, and just like, oh, you guys know I love my house projects and things. And when it comes to career, like I'm still going to be sharing stuff about YouTube. I'm still going to be creating those videos because that's a huge part of who I am. I am very much so a business person and I love the business side of things. So don't worry, that content's not going anywhere. It's just gonna be mixed in with a bunch of other stuff. So whatever the heck I feel like uploading, I'm going to upload, and I'm just gonna take the mentality of this YouTube channel is gonna take a huge freaking hit. And I'm okay with that. Like if my views drop down to 2,000 a video, I'm totally okay with that. I don't expect you guys to watch every single video, and I think it's not realistic to expect your audience to watch every single video you create. I just want to create, and I just want to get back to why I even got started in the first place. And I didn't start this YouTube channel to share YouTube tips. I ended up getting to this point because I was talking about blogging and Pinterest and my channel was growing, and then I learned information about YouTube, so then I started to share that, and then I built up such an audience that was also trying to grow on YouTube, and I just kind of stuck with it. Over time, I've pivoted my YouTube channel so many points to like get to here where I am today, and I just like need to make another pivot that makes sense for me. So if you guys want to hang around, like hang around. If you don't, seriously, I'm not phased. Just unsubscribe. I know those of you that follow me on Instagram, those of you that follow me on my vlog channel, you guys are going to be really excited for this change. And I just want to create change focused on the people that like not only want the best for me, but like that have just like been my ride or dies, you know? So that's where I'm at. Another train is coming through, so I think I've been talking for far too long at this point. I don't know what I'm going to be able to cut this down into, but I've got my chai here. I am gonna pull out my computer and I gotta start brainstorming some content ideas. I know I'm gonna be sharing with you guys my goals for this year. I still have not created my vision board for this year because I wanted to specifically create a YouTube video around it. A special video coming. I do wanna share how much YouTube paid me this past year. I'm not sure if I'm gonna share my full income, how much I made, but if you guys wanna see that, let me know. I do also wanna share my analytics. I don't know. Like I kind of want to share my analytics, but then like I feel like analytic videos are just like so repetitive and boring. So maybe I'll share my analytics here and there. We'll see. I do have like a few ideas in my head that I just haven't written down yet. So I got to do that. First time pulling out my computer. Oh my God. I feel so much better. Like even just talking to you right now, because when I film for my main channel, I feel like I have to be like perfect and on and like say the right things, and I'll just repeat myself over and over again until I get it right. And I know I didn't say all the right things in this video, but I just like went into this and I was like, Cathrin, you're talking to the vlog channel. It's what it is. You're talking to the vlog channel, because I'm so much more natural talking to my vlog channel than I am my Cathrin Manning channel. But now that it's all merged, I'm just gonna keep talking like I'm talking to the vlog channel. So I love you guys. I seriously gotta go. Bye.